Hello, guys. Welcome to this live in which we are going to try to wrap up a little bit the Benidorm Fest season already. We have a winner, and it will be Melody with her Esa Diva for Spain in Eurovision 2025. She won in the final of Benidorm Fest. She won the televote with 80 points, and she came third with the juries. So we have a winner. We have a top eight. We are going to try to a little bit wrap up how the final went and which one were our ideas and thoughts. But first of all, Ruben, directly from Spain, how did you enjoy the final? Did you like it? How was it?
Yes, overall it was a great show. I think all of the performances were nice, and I actually enjoyed it a lot. But yeah, I mean, we'll talk about the results after.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good show. Yeah.
Yeah. So Ray Bailey, we have it already saying bottom five for Spain. Again, let's get into it. We
Yeah.
already have a winner, so let's get into it. I think that it was not my favorite at all. I have to say, but I will try to because I'm really interested in Spanish music myself. I know Spanish and pretty much I know the Spanish music scene, at least the pop music scene. I love it. I listen to Spanish music pretty much all days. And I have to say that subjectively, I don't dislike the song. The song is pop, is really theatrical, um, and I don't dislike it, but it's nothing new. It seems to be straight out of the 2000, early 2000s, and we are already 20 years after that. So of
Mm.
course the performance was, I think, interesting. I don't see the wow factor. She was okay, she was great, she was vocally stable. She was overperforming in my opinion, so everything was really supercharged. Everything was okay. Maybe she wanted to give that appearance of being everything being supercharged, everything being so over, so theatrical. Also, the end with the helicopter with the hair was too much for me. I thought it was improvised, but yeah, for me, if they don't think about how elevating this song in Basel, so if they don't plan on doing a
Mm.
little revamp, or if they don't also completely redo the staging, because this one, this staging is really, I don't know, it doesn't transmit anything. For me, it reminds a worst copy of Angelina Mango in Eurovision. But I think it was not copied. I don't
No,
think
I
so.
mean it's just
Uh, I don't think so. But yeah, for me, in this, in the state, the the show and the performance is right now. For me, if it's not a bottom five, it is like between 15 and 20 in the final. Maybe 18, 20, around that. 18, 21. Not last, of
no.
course.
I
Not
don't
last.
say it will be last because of
No,
the
no, no,
vocals
no.
probably.
I think that it will have
Jury.
a better result than Zorra,
Mm.
even if I personally prefer Zorra. Like I would have between all of them tonight, maybe I would have still chosen Zorra. No, I would. Let's talk about our favorites later. But yeah, what do you think, Ruben? What do you expect?
Yeah, I agree with all of that you said because I think it's not a bad song. I don't think it's a song hard to listen. When I listened to it the first time, it was like, okay, it's nice, but for the like in the very first chords of the song, I thought like, is this trend? No, it's just old. I mean, it's a good song, but a good early thousands song, early thousands song. So that's my main concern, that people will see it and we will be like, okay, I like it, but I'm not like wow. So talking about the song, that's my opinion. And talking about the performance, I don't think it's a bad performance in terms of vocals or things happening on stage, but I think it could be a bit too much. Like First of all, she starts in the heaven, and then she goes down. It's like she's all the time moving, doing things like pam, 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 pam.
Yeah,
How
actually,
much do you
like,
want? Yes, it's
yeah,
like
the fact is that in Eurovision, she will not be able to do this performance specifically because in Eurovision you cannot hang up from the ceiling. So that's also
yeah,
something that we need to take into
yeah. They will
consideration.
have to
Let's
redo it,
jump.
make it.
Yeah, I think they should. In general, even if they take into consideration the idea of revamping the song, that should
Hmm.
be a possibility. Let's see who we have in the chat. Nelson says, hello, Eurovoxx. Nice greetings from Bogota, Colombia, 6:18 p.m. Saturday. Hola, mucho gusto. Bienvenido. I wish all the best for Melody in Eurovision Song Contest 2025. Of course, we wish her all the best. We wish every participant the best. Leon, kick up Angelina. No, I was just referring like because seeing what Angelina did on Eurovision, like the staging with the trees and the spikes, reminded me of that. Nail says I was actually fine with every song except for Lucas Bun. His creepy hand gestures and weird I.e. Yakovic hair turned me off. The hand gestures weren't quite as creepy as Salvador Sobral, but cool. We are going to talk about Lucas in general. Like
Hmm.
we're going to talk about all of them, at least two or three words on all of them. If Ruben has the ranking there, because I have to search
I
for
will.
it.
Yeah, I will search for it
Um,
also.
yeah, if you can, if you maybe no, I can search for it, and then maybe I can present them so we can uh, comment them.
Hmm.
I like Melody, but I think it's not going so good in Eurovision like Nebulosa last year. Yeah, but we must understand that Melody did made a good performance in Benidorm today. Of course, she did. She did. Vocally, she was on point. But I think that the problem here is always with the televote. When we have a 50-50, the problem is that when you have too much televote and the televote has too much power, fandoms exist, sadly, but they exist. So when you have people that are not really famous, because in Benidorm Fest this year there were not a lot of famous people. They were almost all emerging artists, and then you have a really famous and well accomplished artist, because Melody is one of the most famous. You're not no in Spain. She's really famous.
Yeah,
Not
in
right
Spain,
now,
she's been
but I mean
famous
she's an icon.
since she was a little girl, like I don't know,
Yeah,
8 or years old. Uh, So yeah,
I think she's an icon of Spanish pop
and
music,
she's
but also like
extremely famous. Yeah, yeah.
television. Yeah, she's
She's
really
been
famous.
in some programs like Your Face Sounds Familiar, some things like that. So
Tu cara me suena.
that's
It's over. Neil. Alisa is such a character, and she's gonna give moments. Yes, famous. If Melody was famous here, she's not famous now.
yeah,
I
but
mean, I
still
think
very
that
known. Like
she's really very known. If like I don't know, if like it's like how can I compare it to in Italy? I don't know. Somebody that was famous 20 years ago, 10 years ago, and right now is a
Rafaela
little bit
Carrà.
on decline. Comparing Melody with Raffaella Carrà, I don't know if it's the case, but
But I mean, in terms of yeah, Rafaela was much
I don't know.
famous.
Well, it's
Yeah.
okay. I mean, it's one of those singers that were really famous one time and right now are still well known, but they are on their decline. I mean, they were in a decline for quite some years, if I understand correctly. But she's quite famous. She's quite established.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, which comment? Ah, I'm sorry. I'm okay with Melody winning, but we are not going to win this. Lachispa could have been a possible Eurovision winner. J. Cabello would have definitely given us a left side finish, but this average. Let's comment on this, of course. If I can, Ruben, just try to respond to this comment. I will try to see if I can find the split result in the meantime.
I think, but do you want to have only the first of them or all of them? Like considering
I
the
mean, if I can retrieve
yeah,
the split result of juries
mm,
and televote would be great. But yeah, I mean, what Ricci is saying, I think it's something that is quite reasonable. I would not see Lachispa with that vocals. Like tonight, it was great. It was good. It was better in the semifinal, but not as convincing as
Yeah.
in the studio track.
Also,
Uh,
the staging was not that strong, in my opinion.
yeah,
I mean, it was not bad, but
but we're gonna talk about them quite soon. If just we have the split
yeah, I'm trying
results
to find
here.
it, but I don't really find it
It's
anywhere.
I think it's on Wikipedia. No, they still didn't put them on Wikipedia. But yeah, let's revise the. I
Yeah,
remember
me as
the
well.
ranking. So last one we had Lucas or Mawot. Mawot, I think, if I
There
remember
was a
correctly.
difference of
Of like
20
the bottom two was
points.
Mawot and Lucas, both for the jury.
Last one was
And
Mawat, I think. Yeah,
yeah, I think that if I remember correctly, Mawot came last with
in the juries with 18
in the
points,
juries, and Lucas seventh with the juries, whereas
with 38.
was the
Yeah.
contrary for the televote. So Lucas was bottom, was the last one with the televote, and Mawot was seventh with the televote. So those two, I think that it is fair that they were last. Mawad, first of all. I think that Lucas could have been liked by many. I was surprised that Mawad was not last with the televote. Maybe because some people remembered him from last
Yes,
Benidorm attempt, or I don't know, because he's not famous, but maybe some people know him. Um, but yeah, his song is really dated. Italian doesn't work.
Italian.
But yeah, it was nice to see him, also because he was one of the most vocally prepared. What do you think, Ruben?
Yeah, I think basically that's the reason why he was in the final because the vocals were pretty good actually, and the jury gave him some love. But apart from that, I think the song doesn't have like a hook to capture the attention of the viewer, and the visuals were fine in my opinion. This kind of triangles he made, but it's not very. I don't know. It's not something people are going to vote for in Eurovision, in my opinion.
Neil
So
says I'm a
it's fair.
weirdo. Mawat was my favorite of the night,
Okay, okay.
and also says not a
Everyone
winner,
has their
perhaps,
taste.
but an entertaining and accomplished performer nonetheless. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's it.
mean.
I mean, he sang well. It was nice to watch, but just that.
Then we had Lucas. Lucas had a beautiful song with the
Yeah.
beautiful lyrics, referred to his
And
mother that sadly passed away. I think in
he's
like
one of
last
the
year.
artists that I would like to see coming back to Benidorm with a stronger song, because I
Yeah,
think he can deliver a good live version of a song, and I don't know, it's just a very good performer. I've heard some of his other songs in Spotify also, and he's got like a personal how can you say sello in Spanish. Like
mm.
sello, because
Theo.
yeah, it's
I don't know this.
like your it's I mean when you hear a song from someone, it's like, okay, I know it's from him because of the song. Like when you hear it,
Ah,
I don't know the word, but
the grip, like the
yeah, yeah, like
something
the
like that. Yeah.
brand. It's like his brand, let's say, or
Ah,
something like that.
the brand. Yeah. Okay. La sua marca
So nah,
in
that's it.
Italian is more.
So
Um,
yeah, but
Yeah,
I think
I
it
mean,
was a fair result.
I enjoy a beautiful ballad mostly.
Mhm.
This one was certainly a beautiful ballad. Not strong enough, maybe, yes, but surely beautiful, surely well composed. The staging, I liked it, even if you
Mhm.
could have done better, if
I
I
like
think.
the effect with the. I mean, in the
Yeah,
middle
with
of the song or the end, they
it was
put
like
this
a
kind of chord chains or something.
circle, yeah,
Yeah,
something like.
it was fine. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But we cannot give 12 points to everyone, so
Seiyo stamp, exactly,
that's
stamp.
it. Stamp.
Okay. Vincent says, Samuele, Ruben, which songs were your personal favorite winners? We are going to arrive there because we are going to pretty much wrapping on all the songs. Then we had Kuve, if I remember
Mhm.
correctly, and
Yes,
Lachispa.
yes.
Uh, really, 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 really shocked with Lachispa results.
Hmm.
I thought at least that she would have
Being
come
fourth.
top
Yeah,
four.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm super, 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 super happy for Mel Ömana. Super happy.
She deserves it.
She was amazing. I mean, I would have not complained if she won because it was amazing. It was really
I could
beautiful.
have been even happier.
Yeah, I mean, yes. La Chispa, average ask audience, ate good screaming. Imagine bad screaming. It would have been dead last. No, of course not. This would have not been that last because it doesn't. It has some. I think that it has something that the song. I'm not saying the performance or neither the voice. I'm saying that the song has something more than AI. The song
Mm.
is more pop.
It's more, yeah. It's like, I mean,
The song is
it's
more, it
easier.
can be enjoyed by many other people than rather than AI. Like for example,
Mm,
when AI dropped out, dropped
mm,
like it was released, it
yeah.
was like my sixth, seventh.
Mm,
Then I saw the performance and it was my winner. But before, it was not like that. La Chispa was my winner before Benidorm.
yeah.
So
It means the track is good.
mm, exactly. Exactly. I'm genuinely sad. Rich says, "I wish we've sent Lachispa or Jota Cabello. Lachispa was a risk. Jota Cabello would have been a good result, but Melody is just so dated and will finish bottom five. I can see what you mean. I mean, it's really annoying when such a polished performance, like in the case of Jota Cabello, that we're gonna talk about him in like now, doesn't grip to the public, and it was really like this also because it won the juries. Of course the margin was really small, but it's okay. But with Melody's participation in next 2025 Basel Switzerland, she'll relaunch her music career not only in Europe but around the world.
Well,
Mm,
I can see what you mean, but what are we trying to do
yes,
here? Like,
exactly.
if we make
Like
a
I don't
whole show to select the representative of Spain in Eurovision, I think it's because we want to get the best result
the
possible.
problem the problem is that Spain is looking for a victory. They want to win,
Hmm.
and is this is not the right way. Like I mean, also the Benidorm's lineup this year was not the way. I
Yeah,
mean, if they want to win
I agree.
Eurovision, they should. I think that Spain should, like RTV, should try to understand with a proper musical commission. I'm not saying that they are stupid, of course, I'm no one. But from my experience, um, when you don't select a song for Eurovision, like when your national selection is not a national selection, like in the case FIC works, Sanremo works, or either Melody Festival, and in some cases, when you're
Hmm.
not trying to, select something properly for Eurovision, but you select something genuine,
Hmm.
you usually go well with Eurovision. I
Yes.
mean, Melody's song this year is like searching to do something that is a show, completely a show for Eurovision, but it ends up being a cheap copy of Chanel. I have to say, like, I mean, she's doing choreo with a bop. She's doing the moment of the solo with the voice, completely something that we already saw with Chanel, but 100 times better. I mean, so when you don't think, when you do something to win Eurovision so hard, it may come back to you. Like I mean, negatively. When
Hmm.
you try to do something genuine, so you
Yeah.
win. You arrive
This
top
is
10 in Eurovision top
this
five.
is actually the way that Portugal does every year when they get a good result.
Portugal,
Yeah.
Italy does like this.
Yeah.
Um, sometimes also
I mean, and
other
it can go
countries.
wrong also. Remember,
For sure, for sure.
Telemovage? It was no, yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, there are cases in which this
Beautiful
can go
song.
wrong. It was a beautiful song.
Telemovage, beautiful song.
That's it. But I mean, you just. I mean, if you keep this way, you can have a Salvador Sobral at some point. You know.
Mm, mhm,
Otherwise,
mhm,
it's difficult if you just choose random pop songs like,
mm,
for example, Denmark is doing nowadays. I
mm,
think it's difficult.
mhm. La Chispa was rough. Those screaming beats were very hard to listen to. She was my favorite going into this. Then I saw her live. Yeah, I think it's something that happened to pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
Lachispa was flat for 50% of the performance. I cringed most of the way. Like today was completely like 80%, 90% better than the semifinals. So
Yes, still much
mm.
better. Yeah,
Then Kuve. Kuve pop, good pop perfection.
I love her.
Not competitive, even 1%. But yeah, I enjoyed.
I love
I
her.
don't have any other things to say.
I love her attitude. I love her. I don't know. I've seen some interviews or something, and she's just a very good woman, and
Mhm.
I really want her to come back again next year with a stronger song because also the vocals she sings really well, and
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, very very happy to have discovered her in this Benidorm Fest. This is also why we do this, to discover new artists. So yeah,
Then we had Mel
Mel.
Ömana.
No, it was yeah, it was Mel. Yeah.
La Chispa, Mel Ömana fourth,
Mm-hmm.
and then with the top three.
Yeah,
Perfect. Mel Ömana was
Mel is
perfect.
Mel is
Was
just
perfect.
amazing.
Mel was perfect.
Please come back.
The fact that the song completely went down from my radar, like I didn't even think
Mm,
it could have possibly been top four. I thought first I thought it was a non-qualifier. Then when I saw the semifinal, I said, okay, this one is in the final. Then I rewatched it alone. I loved it. Then I watched it tonight. It was perfect, perfect. Nothing to say. Nothing bad to say. Song good, attitude perfect. She was the best vocalist in Benidorm this year, even
yeah,
better than
probably
Melody, I think.
because she has also some the thing stamp sello
Mhm.
again. I mean, you
See,
hear her voice. It's like it's not a clear voice, but in a good way. Like it's some kind of voice, and she has
Rust.
yeah, rust voice,
Mhm.
and it's perfect. It's like I don't know. She has a lot of technique. She goes from like head voice to falsetto to she does many technical things in just 30 seconds or 1 minute, and it's too difficult. I mean, as I've seen some vocal coaches reacting to her, and it's delicious
No, no, she
how
was
she sings.
perfect. I would have not have mind her to go to Eurovision actually.
I would be happy also. Yeah,
Yeah, and then
but
right
for
now
me, I
we
think
go
the
into.
top three was like far from. I mean, it was like another competition, in terms
I
of
would have put
fans. And
honestly, I would have put a Mel Ömana in top three and Daniela Blasco fourth
yeah, me too. Yeah.
for me. For me,
For me,
but it's
for
just
me, Mel
like.
is second, but for me, like, for
Then we are gonna say our rankings.
okay,
Jose said, I am really happy with Melody's victory. Very good result for Daniela Blasco. Definitely will be back. Regarding J. Cabello, he's trying to copy Mahmoud, but he falls short. Mahmoud has a great voice and dances. I see what you say about J. Cabello. We are going to talk
Mm,
about him right now. I don't think he's copying Mahmoud. He has a different style
yeah,
in
he's
music.
not.
Mahmoud is more reggaeton right now, but it's like pop mixed with reggaeton
Mm,
right now with Tuta Gold or some other songs that he did in during this year. But I don't think he's copying him. Like J. Cabello knows how to dance pretty well. Mahmoud, well, he's not like he knows how to dance, but it's a really low choreo, like normal choreo. Here you had, I think that here we had the true air of Chamek. This year was the performance was perfect under any level. I mean, it was well cured, well staged, maybe a little too dark. Okay, you can work on it. The vocals were perfect tonight, apart from
much
like
better. Mm,
be really better. The attitude was there, and in fact, a professional jury put him first. Of course, really little margin, but he put him first. If only he would have, because there was no reason, like there was no option of winning with that really small margin, because J. Cabello received 60 points in the televote, coming third.
mm.
Daniela Blasco 70, and Melody
Melody
80. And
80.
then
Yeah,
when you have like this difference in the televote, and then you have just 4 points dividing the top three in the jury, of course, who wins the televote prevails. In the other case, if as we saw, for example, in the past, if the jury is more is more regarding like one act,
Yeah.
of course, in that case, the jury prevails because the televote is more like, you know. But yeah,
Well,
Jota Cabello was perfect. I think like this, it would have been a top 10 in Eurovision. If the staging was well cured even more. He sung perfectly, like with no tension and stuff. With the dance break that he does in his video clip, this would have come top five in Eurovision, but
yeah,
he didn't.
maybe I don't know if it's possible because maybe with the dance break would have been more than 3 minutes actually.
Yeah, but you could have
Yeah, but maybe you revamp, you do something.
removed the first part. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, you do
The
something.
dance break is amazing. Like I mean,
Hmm.
if he managed to
And it's,
recreate
it has some
the
like tribal things, like with the paint in the face, like regarding some kind of Australian vibe. I don't know if you get my point.
yeah, I mean, it has a lot of tribal
Yeah, tribal stuff. Yeah,
references,
yeah.
um, but yeah,
It
I
has
mean, it's a
things. Yeah.
great loss. It's a great loss. First of all, for the gays, and then no, well, you have Melody that you, if you like, I think that the gays were divided. Like the gays of 35, 40 years old and older, they were for Melody, and the other half, this like it was for both Jota Cabello and Daniela Blasco.
If one of
Uh,
them doesn't exist, the acts of Daniela or J. Cabello, then the vote would have been
Yeah,
like
exactly.
all together.
I think that yeah, if
It was a
I think
split,
that
basically. This kind of
yeah
target.
they split this yeah. Yeah. It's our Jess here. It's our Jess from Eurovoxx or somebody
Or
else.
not?
But I think it was you, Jess.
Who Jess are you?
I'm very happy that Melody One is my favorite song, but I think Jota Cabello would have been the best option for Eurovision. That's it. Like you can be subjective as much as you want and say that you like Melody because I like her. I like her song.
Hmm?
Yeah. Uh, but for Eurovision, if you are searching for Eurovision, Jota Cabello was something else. Was on another
Yes,
level. Um,
secured points.
yeah, J. Cabello, el más guapo, le votarán todos los gays de Europa. Yes, like he
Not
says,
possible now.
he's the most beautiful, but and all the gays in Europe would have voted for him. Yes, I am Jess from Eurovoxx, Bacini. Vincent says, say Jess. We have melodies known here in Colombia because of her song El Valle del Gorila.
I know, I know.
Then we have Nails that says Mel was so good. Yes, we said it. Uh, Rich says this is the end of Melody's career and probably the end of Benidorm Fest. This year was not good. I mean, I mean,
Mm, strong
do you
words.
know the? Do you know on Twitter there is always this kind of meme with Benidorm Fest that the meme of the horse that starts to be drawn really beautiful and great, and in the end
And then,
it's just like
yeah,
a kid draw.
drawing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's true. Like I mean, the quality over the years is not the best.
But
Like
I
it's
think this year is definitely stronger than last year,
than
in my
last year,
opinion.
yeah. Than last year, yeah. But nothing can compare to the first year. Like I
No,
mean, the first year
in my
was
ranking would be 22, then 25, then 23, then 24.
yeah, exactly. 22 was first year.
Yeah.
Mm. I mean, 2022. I still listen to almost like four or five of
Even
those songs.
Rafaela, I mean, there are many songs.
Mm.
Really good. I love it.
Melody es un poco antigua. Yeah, Melody is a little bit old.
Sí,
Yeah.
sí, sí. Yeah.
Just let's talk about Daniela, and then we are gonna wrap it up with our what do we want to see in Eurovision from her, and what do we want, what would have been liked by us, but I
Mhm.
think it's clear.
Yeah.
So Daniela was good, not impactful as in the semifinal. I
Yes,
think.
yes, I
Like,
think.
I mean, she sang even less than in the semi.
Yeah, and also starting the show is like you need to show good vocals. I was watching the show with some other people, and one of them said, I cannot even understand what she's singing, what she's saying, because she was a bit out of breath at points. And then Kuve went after her, and then this person said, like, oh, she's really singing. I mean, like she could see the difference. So that's important because in Eurovision we know we have already Greece and many other countries. Some other countries have chosen their acts. Also today, Belgium and Slovenia, and they all can
Mhm.
sing. Like you cannot go to Eurovision if you cannot sing. Chanel was dancing, but she was singing and in a very good way. So comparing Daniela to Chanel, I think it's not something. I mean, I don't like comparing
Mhm.
in general, but as long as Mahmoud with Kbello or whatever. But yeah, I think it was a strong performance overall. For me, she deserved the third place. For me, she was second, so okay, it's close. And yeah, I mean, like you said, all the teenagers and the young people, I think, should have voted for her.
I mean, it was, I think, apart, like, I think that the melody, Daniela Blasco and Jota Cabello had the best performances for Eurovision.
Yeah, for sure.
I would have been happy with both. Of
For sure.
course, song-wise, I think Jota Cabello has a more interesting song than Daniela. But yeah, she was a great performance. Not wow. Like, I felt that it was not a wow factor.
Yeah.
But surely better than Melody, I think.
What
Yeah.
can I say?
But anyways, so our favorite was clearly Cota Cabello, both
Yes,
of
yes,
me
yes.
and Ruben. It was clearly our favorite. It's really sad. Maybe San Marino, no, because the semifinals are already out. Uh,
In a reaction,
I
yes.
think I think I don't know. It can still. I don't know. No, I don't think so. But yeah,
He can?
it's okay. No, I don't think. I don't think so. You can.
What?
You
Like,
can. You can try with San Marino.
oh, uh, hey, it would
No,
be
I don't think
fun
so.
if
Yeah,
he tries with
yeah, but I
somebody.
don't think
No,
they
but
can. I don't think it
I think the
can. I don't think
audiences
it can
are
because
over. Yeah, I think.
no, it's over. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then as I told before, like if Melody wants not to be out of the bottom five, the fact is that they should completely reinvent the staging
Hmm.
and maybe
Also the
revamp the
song.
song.
Yeah. They did really revamp a little bit the song in some moments, but what we mean it's not adding some effect in a certain moment of the song. It's just the whole mixture behind, like the track.
Mhm.
It just has some elements, instruments, whatever it has, that sounds dated. This is like like this thing that you hear it and you just are brought back to Caribbean Mix 2000s. So yeah,
This comment is me right now in this moment.
please, San Marino top
uh,
10, I can say.
I mean, yeah, of course. Well, San Marino, but because last year San Marino was later and Benidorm
Hmm.
was before,
Hmm.
so Megara could
Megara,
drop.
yeah, but Megara was not chosen like in November or whatever. So
Mm, 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 mm,
they
mm.
have time,
The fact
like
is, yeah, they had time. The fact is that what did I want to say? I want to say something. I forgot.
about
It's really
Melody
late. It's
or
really late. I think,
San Marino.
yeah. The fact is that from now, the melody could have a good performance if
Hmm?
she completely did the song as in that story that she uploaded on Instagram or the post in which
Yeah, it
the
was like more ballad or something.
more
No.
ballad, yeah, ballad but theatrical with a lot of
Hmm.
a lot of backing vocals, male backing vocals, like it resembled a little bit of opera. It was more interesting than this.
Hmm.
No country has made the right choice. It will be the contest with the weakest song since 2017. Melody will not get top five. Of course, it will
Of
not.
course, yeah.
I think that I see your point. I see your point because from this night, for example, not one of my favorites won. For example, here Kbello didn't win. In
Belgium
in in
Mentisa.
in Belgium, it is Red Sebastian. I get
Mm.
why, but for me, it's just screaming, and just bop and just tunes, 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 tunes. Like really not that interesting. And then I'm not commenting what happened in Slovenia because first of all, I don't know all of the songs. I just heard the winner and the fact that Julie Jones was there. It just you could have chosen that. And then from others, I think that from now the national selections, the national final season has just been saved by Albania
Mm.
and a little bit by Greece, even if
Yeah,
it was not my winner, but I can see why it won and it's
yeah. I
beautiful.
mean,
Ah,
Greece is
also
one.
for me, Luxembourg made the best
Yeah, it's a nice
choice that
song.
they
Yeah,
have.
I liked it.
Yeah. But guys, we are gonna wrap it up because pretty much we
Mm.
talked about all of the acts in the
And it's
semifinals.
quite late.
It's really late. But yeah, Rich says at this point the UK is probably going to win. If you say maybe if you sent Jade, it would be great. But it's gonna be a male, I think, this year for the UK. But yeah, guys, so thank you so much for following us during this Benidorm Fest season. Thank you, Ruben from Spain, directly from there.
Welcome.
I
With all of
was
my
really
pain now,
happy
but
to share with you this moment. You should be
same.
proud nonetheless because you're bringing not a not a bad song and not a bad performance. You're bringing something
No, I
decent.
mean, Melody
I
is a
mean,
great
it's
performance
okay.
for sure. Yeah.
It's okay. It's a great performance. It's she's good in singing. That this is one point more. Of
Juris,
course,
please.
we are gonna be here for all the national selections this season, and also in May in
Mm.
Eurovision, and also in the pre-parties. We are gonna be there. We are gonna be there also in 10 days with Sanremo from Italy. I will be here until from 8 p.m. to 2 in the morning, even 3 sometimes for 5 days straight. So don't lose that because it's a lot of work. But yeah,
Don't
thank you
forget
so much, guys.
to
Gracias,
subscribe
Ruben.
and like and all of these things that we
Subscribe
want.
and like and everything. Yeah.
Whatever.
Muchísimas gracias de haberme
A
tenido
ti.
aquí. Un beso. And then good night, everybody.
Buenas noches.
Hola, adiós. Buenas noches.